Hi, and welcome to our channel. In this video, I want to discuss something that I recently read about, a key to happiness. It's from an Amazon book called 14 Amazing Days to La Dolce Vita. It is truly a life-changing book. It's like a life manual to satisfaction and happiness. We actually have it in our collection, but it took me a while to get around to taking a look at it. It's also available as a download from our website. This video is based on just one small part of what the book holds. I think you'll like it because it really can release the stress and worry of difficult times. The power of a simple thank you. Have you ever noticed how a simple thank you can completely transform an interaction? There's something about genuine gratitude that lights up both the person giving it and the person receiving it. In a world where we're often rushing through meals or scrolling our phones without looking up, it's easy to overlook small courtesies. Yet some people always seem to remember and genuinely mean it, especially when they're dining out or grabbing a quick coffee. They don't just say thanks once, they thank the server every time a plate is set down, a drink is topped up, or a dish is cleared away. What drives that consistent kindness? You might think it's just good manners, but there's often something deeper at play, a set of values and attitudes that shape how they move through the world. Today, I want to share 7 traits I've noticed in people who never miss a moment to say thanks. And if you recognize a few of these in yourself, you'll understand why this small gesture matters more than you might think. 1. They show respect to everyone, always. The most courteous people aren't selective about who deserves their thanks. They're just as quick to thank a barista as they are a neighbor who waters their plants, or a colleague who grabs extra copies at the printer. It's not a performance. It's a way of life, acknowledging kindness, big or small, no matter who it comes from. 2. They're naturally empathetic. Often, people who are quick to say thanks have worn those service shoes before. Literally. Maybe they worked in retail or hospitality during high school or college. Maybe they have a family member who has. Or maybe they're just naturally good at stepping into someone else's world for a moment. Either way, they get it. They know the pace, the pressure, and the patience required. And that understanding naturally flows into a heartfelt thank you, a small but powerful nod to the human effort behind the service. 3. They're present in the moment. Ever noticed how easy it is to ignore the world around you when you're glued to a screen? People who consistently thank their servers tend to be tuned in. They notice when a fresh cup of coffee arrives, or when a plate is cleared. And they acknowledge it right then and there. It's mindfulness in action, not just being present for their own experience, but for the contributions of others too. 4. They practice daily gratitude. Gratitude isn't necessarily something you're born with. It's something you cultivate. Those who hand out sincere thank yous often have a broader outlook that focuses on what's good around them, both big and small. Thanking the waiter isn't an isolated act. It's part of a bigger habit of spotting reasons to be grateful. And the more you notice those moments, the more they seem to multiply. 5. They believe small gestures matter. I've learned over time that the smallest actions often have the biggest impact. A warm smile, a sincere thank you, a quick door hold. They can change the entire mood of a day. People who say thanks often recognize how meaningful these tiny gestures can be. I've seen servers absolutely light up from a heartfelt, "Thanks so much. You've been wonderful." It doesn't take much, but it means a lot. 6. They value human connection. For some, eating out is a transaction. Order, eat, pay, leave. For others, it's a brief, meaningful exchange between humans. I once watched a diner thank his waitress every time she passed by. By the end of the meal, they were exchanging warm smiles like old friends. Moments like that remind me that connection doesn't need years to form. It sometimes just needs one kind word. As psychologist Abraham Maslow pointed out, the need for belonging is hardwired into us. A simple thank you can be one of those small, vital threads that weaves people together. 7. They're consistently courteous. When you look closely, you'll notice that people who thank their servers also thank the receptionist, the delivery driver, the stranger who holds the elevator. Courtesy isn't something they switch on and off. It's built into their everyday interactions. Dale Carnegie wrote about the incredible power of genuine appreciation back in the 1930s, and it's just as true today. Consistent kindness builds trust, warmth, and positivity, one small moment at a time. A final thought. When I think back to all the times I've seen someone thank a waiter, a cashier, or a doorman, it's clear. It's about so much more than manners. It's about a way of seeing the world, believing that people matter, that small actions have weight, and that being mindful and empathetic can brighten the everyday moments we often rush past. So next time you have a chance, take it. Be the person who turns an ordinary moment into something a little warmer, a little more human. And watch how the world around you quietly starts to change, one heartfelt thank you at a time.